Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a little bit different intro than I normally do for these work videos, but that's because I literally had no time before our flight today to say hello to you guys. So I just got to our hotel in Houston. I just did one leg today, Charlotte to Houston. It was fine, but the reason I was nearly late, I wasn't late luckily for sign-in, but I told you guys in my last video I was supposed to be working this 4-day, then do a 3-day, and then do another 3-day, like all back to back to back with no breaks in between. So I was trying to get all that stuff, like I did all my laundry today, I got a bunch of meal stuff ready so that when I got back from this trip, all I would have to do is like change out my suitcase stuff, change out my lunchbox stuff, and I got behind doing all that, so I only left with like an extra 5 minutes to get to the airport, and then traffic was crazy trying to get to Charlotte today. So I literally signed in like right on time at the airport, and then when I'm going through security I get randomly selected. They've been upping it a lot lately, and I literally get randomly selected like every time I go through Charlotte now. It's so annoying because then we have to go all the way to the D side. We used to have to go through C, which kind of puts you out central, but now that they moved it to D, it puts you all the way like on the end. And most of our flights, like for me, most of my flights start at C and B, which is like on the other side, or A, so then you're having to walk all the way across the airport to get to your gate after you go through security. It's like a whole mess. But so all that happened, I got to the plane with like 8 minutes till boarding, so I had time just to like put my stuff up, and then passengers were coming on. It was crazy. But anyways, as I was on the way to the airport, I was looking at my schedule, and my trip in the middle dropped, so now I don't have to work 10 days. But I also did all the extra work for no reason. Now I'm gonna have time in between to get stuff ready for my last, like that last trip of that 10 days. But I am thankful, so I'll have an extra 3 days off, which is really nice. But anyways, just got to Houston. Not doing anything tonight. I may venture out tomorrow. We'll see how the weather is, because as of right now, the temperature is supposed to be nice. It's supposed to be like 8 degrees, but it's supposed to be raining. So we'll see. Our van time's not until 1:30 though, so I don't know. We'll see if I do anything tomorrow. The crew's not doing anything today, but we do have a 30-hour layover on our 3rd day in Indianapolis, and it sounds like some people might be down to do something on that day. So I'll definitely probably try to go out and do something then, even though the weather's supposed to be crap there too. So we'll see. It's supposed to be like 30 and a mix of like rain and snow all day. So that's fun. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of this uniform, and then I think I'm gonna go heat up some food because I never ate dinner. So I'm gonna change clothes, go heat up some food, and then I'll probably try to get some good rest. I don't know, like I've made up rest from my last trip, these last 2 days at home, like last 2 nights, but I'm still like kind of tired. So hopefully I can get good sleep, and then I may just go to the gym in the morning. I don't know, we'll see. But let me go heat up my food because I'm hungry. I changed my mind because I was too lazy to go downstairs and heat up food, so I'm just gonna eat some cold cauliflower pizza for dinner, and then I'm gonna call it a night because I am pretty wiped out. Hopefully I get up early enough to go to the gym tomorrow to start off day 2 right. By the way, this is a 4-day. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. So yeah, good night guys. That is all for day 2. I already did my Spanish and my devotions for today, so I'll do those tomorrow, probably in the morning before we start the day. But yeah, good night. I'll see you tomorrow, day 2. Good morning, it is day 2. I'm currently enjoying my homemade cold brew that I'm so excited I get to bring on trips now because it is game changer. I do not like hot coffee. I don't like the room coffee. Well, I don't want to say I don't like hot coffee. I don't like basic hot coffee where you just have to add like sugar and half and half. I don't like that. So I'm excited that I get to bring my own cold brew on trips now. That's fun. But I'm going to go ahead and do my devotion and my language for the day, Spanish, and then I'll probably go to the gym because I still have about 5 hours till sign in for today. So we're gonna start day 2 off getting our mind right, getting our body right for these 2 legs today. So I mentioned in one of my earlier videos that I got a study Bible for Christmas to use when I do like my devotions and stuff. So far, I love it. I got the David Jeremiah study book, and every book of the Bible has like an introduction to the book, what's going on in the book, what like it's kind of setting up as far as the Bible in whole. And then when you're going through each of the books, there's little stories like throughout, little extra stuff to kind of go along with the verses. Each of the verses, well, not each of the verses, but a lot of the verses have these extra little points and like telling you kind of what's going on. And it'll also connect things from like the New Testament to the Old Testament and like people's birth. A lot of times when you're reading like the lineage of like when people were born, you're like, what is the importance of this? And it kind of explains like this person did this person did this later. So it's a lot of extra insight, and I've enjoyed getting the extra knowledge from it. So yeah, I just thought I would show you guys what a study Bible actually is. For breakfast, I brought some yogurt, I brought granola, cut up strawberries, and some blueberries to mix in with it. So I'm gonna eat breakfast really quick and then go head to the gym. By the way, this year for my Bible readings, I'm doing the Bible in a Year with Nikki Gumbel. Since I wasn't able to read the Bible in a year last year, I want to try it again. So we'll see if I can do better this year with reading it. But it's a little bit different from the Bible recap because it doesn't explain what you're reading every day. It more kind of says what you can take away from your reading. So like, for example, today, one of the readings we did was in Genesis when Sarah and Abram have already been told that their offspring is going to be as numerous as the stars, but they still haven't had any children. So they get impatient and they're like, we're going to take things into our own hands. And Sarah's like, I have this servant. I'm going to give her to Abraham as a wife, and maybe she can provide a child for us, almost like surrogate type style. So they do that. The servant gets pregnant, and then Sarah is upset that the servant is pregnant, so she's mean to the servant, and the servant runs away. Well, while the servant is out on her own in the middle of the wilderness, God comes to her and is like talking to her, making her feel comforted. It's like, I'm gonna bless you and this child kind of thing. And basically he was just like, what you can take away from the story is that God sees us, and when we're in distress, he comes to us to comfort us. Like he's constantly watching out for us and ready to come help us when we're in need. So it's stories like that, and it's usually an Old Testament story, a New Testament story, and then right now it's also going through the Psalms. So far I like it. I'd actually started that plan a couple years ago and did really bad with it. So we're gonna try it again. Especially with my study Bible, I'm getting a lot of extra like insight, which is really nice. But I've eaten my breakfast, so I'm going to go to the gym and then we'll start getting ready for work. I packed a turkey sandwich for lunch, so I'm gonna eat that, and then I don't really need to start getting ready for work for another like 30 minutes or so. So I'm gonna read for a little bit before I start getting ready. I'm reading One True Love. I think it's by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I like a lot of her books, and it's got me hooked right now. So reading that, and then we'll get ready for work and get these 2 legs over with. We took this little subway train to the airport from the hotel to start our day. The airport was actually pretty crowded, I thought, for being a couple weeks after Christmas. Until you got to our gate, there was no one there because we had like 70 open seats. We've brought back meals on short haul flights. So our flight to Phoenix, we had this lunch. It was a beef short ribs or greens and grain salad, which I think they're doing too much. Just do a basic salad. But it comes with a dessert and an appetizer. And then for dinner, it's a little bit more fancy. We had pasta, and it comes with like a salad and, you know, butter for your bread that you'll get later. And then same thing, we had a golden roasted chicken with potatoes. It also comes with a salad. The apps are a little bit different on these. One's vegetarian, one's not. They also get warm mixed nuts with their beverages for dinner, which is great. Everyone loves it. Then depending on your flight, you get a dessert. Since it's a short haul flight, it's usually the same dessert, and this was a watermelon sour shaved ice, which people were like, what is this? We got to our final destination and got to walk through this fun little motion censored light walkway. It looks like a little party, but it's really cool. I'm gonna show you my views while it's dark, all lit up out there. Look at that fancy little bubble thing. It looks like a walkway, but I don't know what that is in there. some kind of dinner maybe, or oh, some kind of, says garden. Some kind of, I don't know. And then this little building looks fancy. Over that way you can't see it, but it's like some kind of state building looking thing. I saw it on the way to my room. I thought I'd have a view of it, but I don't. But here's my wall view. We just got to the hotel in Indianapolis. It is 11:59 p.m. and I didn't realize this, but Indianapolis is on Eastern, is like in the Eastern time zone. So it's on the same time zone that I usually am on. And I didn't know that. For some reason I was thinking it would be an hour behind, but it's not. So learn something new every day. But it was funny when we landed here and everyone was deplaning. There was this family in my first class, and there were these two little twin girls, and when they were leaving the airplane, I was like, bye, see you later. And one of the girls was like, no you won't. And she was probably like, I don't even know, she was probably like 5 or 6. Like she was little. She was like, no you won't. And I was like, I won't? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, that's sad. And then a little bit later, she's like, well, when we do this trip again, you will. And I said, oh, okay, good. But she was just like, no, you won't. Don't lie to me. You're not going to see me later. So funny. But anyways, as of right now, my plan is to probably go get brunch in the morning. We'll see how cold it is outside. And if I feel like walking around outside and seeing like kind of what's around the city, we'll see. And then later in the afternoon, we are all gonna meet as a crew for an early dinner, because we do have a super early van on that 4th day. Our van time's at like 4:50 in the morning. So my alarm's gonna be going off at 3:50 on that 4th day, which is sad. But yeah, so I need to get into the bed so that I can get up at a decent time tomorrow, so that I'll be able to go to bed early tomorrow night. It's a whole process. So I'm gonna wash my face, get in the bed, and call it a night. So I will see you guys tomorrow for day number 3. Good morning, it is day 3. I slept in today, which was not expected. I didn't get up till 10:30. So I am enjoying my cold brew at the moment, trying to figure out what I want to do. Because originally I was like, I'll do brunch, maybe walk around, and then relax for a little bit before our early dinner. But now I'm like, if I go to brunch, by the time I get ready, because I do like to sit for a good like 30 minutes in the morning and just do nothing when I first get up. Like that's when I, you know, kind of check on my games on my iPad, when I do my devotion, when I do like things like that. So I like to do that in the morning and kind of like let myself wake up good before I go out and do stuff. So if I go to brunch, I'm not really gonna get there till like noon. So then I'm gonna be eating a late like breakfast lunch thing, and then we're supposed to be doing an early dinner. So I'm like, if I do that, I probably won't be hungry for dinner and it'll just throw me all off. So now I'm thinking I might just drink my coffee, do my little devotion, kind of do that kind of stuff, and then maybe just go walk around for a little bit. And then, I don't know, I'm just not really sure. Sleeping in kind of threw me off because I was not expecting to sleep till 10:30, but I guess that's good because my body must have needed it. But yeah, that was a surprise when I woke up and saw the clock. I really thought it was gonna be like 7 or 8, and then it was like 10:30, good grief. So I drank my coffee, did my devotion, did my Spanish, and that's about it. That's all I've done today. I was looking up like what was around, but nothing was really around that I wanted to go see or do. It's also cold outside. It's only 30 degrees. And walking around by myself with like no destination did not seem fun to me at all. Like, and I just didn't want to just go walk around. Like if it was warmer, I would go walk around, but like I'm not gonna walk around in the cold by myself. That's no fun. So I've just been chilling. And I thought about going to the gym, but I'm a little sore from yesterday's workout and I don't really feel like going to the gym either. I think it's throwing me off because usually I only do 3 days and today's day 3. So I feel like I'm just like ready to be done and be home. And like usually when I get home from a trip, I just relax for the rest of the day. So it's throwing me off that I'm like not home, I guess. And then I'll be flying tomorrow. I don't know. It's just like a weird day for me today. I don't feel like doing anything. I'm not motivated to do anything, I'm still planning on going to dinner, like, with my crew members later. But I think in the meantime, I'm just gonna, like, read. Maybe I'll watch some TV. I haven't watched TV. Like, during football season, the only thing I watch on TV is football games. So I haven't watched, like, an episode of a TV show in months. So I'm behind on, like, all my TV shows. So maybe I'll watch an episode of something, read a little, I don't know, but it's just gonna be a chill layover. I don't do good in the cold weather. So obviously if I had people that wanted to go and do stuff, I would go out and do stuff, but by myself, like, it's not worth it to go walk around in 30-degree weather. So just a chill layover today, but I will go out to dinner a little later. I'm not sure where we're going yet, but we are still planning on meeting, so that's good. I watched an episode of Downton Abbey. It had been so long since I watched it, I kind of forgot what was going on, but I started a new season, so luckily I didn't need to know too much. Then it was time to get ready. I did my makeup, then I had a little bit of time between, so I played a little bit of my merge game. Then I straightened my hair, found this little stick in my bag, not really sure how it ended up there. Then I got ready, and it was time to go to dinner. We walked across the street and went to this Tony's, which was kind of an expensive restaurant, but my sweet crew member Mike, he paid for my dinner and drinks. He's so sweet. I got the pesto something, I don't remember what it was called. He got some fish pasta, but it was all really good. 4 a.m. vans. I do have the hiccups. 4 a.m. vans are no fun, okay? They suck. I am tired. I didn't sleep good last night. I look like death. I'm so tired. Ooh. Hopefully today goes by smoothly. I didn't record a whole lot on day 4 because I was so tired, and any break we had, I was trying to take a nap. But I started my day off with my cold brew, of course. We were really light on the first flight, which was a nice break because that was not the case on our last 2. We had to go through Charlotte, and the reindeer were still up. I feel like it's late in the year for that, but we'll see when they get taken down. Home sweet home with my Mr. Ozzy Moo Moo. Ozzy, happy to see you, Mom. After 4 days of being gone. Today wasn't bad. It was just a lot being so tired. Literally the whole crew was tired. Like, none of us slept good last night. I think we all got about 3 hours of sleep. So we were just like struggle bus the entire day. And we thought we might be able to like lay down and take a nap on the plane before we did our Baltimore turn today. But the plane, it took too long to get to the gate, and then by the time they deplaned and then cleaned, we only had like 10 minutes. So we thought we were gonna get like 30, and we didn't, so that was sad. But I'm gonna take a nap now that I'm home. I also packed Tums with me, like the chewy smoothie kind, because I've been getting, like, when I don't get good sleep on trips, I get really bad acid reflux the next day, and those have been a game changer today because I could feel it coming, my acid reflux this morning, and I took 2 of those bad boys and it was good. I was good to go for the rest of the day. It was perfect. But anyways, since that trip dropped, I'm off for the next 3 days, thank goodness, because I'm way too tired to even want to think about working tomorrow. So thank goodness that trip dropped. So I'll be working, I don't know, 3 days from now. So we're gonna relax at home. I have my Bible study tonight, so I'm excited to go to that because I missed our Christmas party, which was the last time they met, and we've been off since like right before Christmas, and then we didn't meet last Monday because of New Year's. So we're meeting tonight to get dinner before we start a new Bible study next week. So I'm excited to go see all of them. I haven't seen them in a couple weeks, so it'll be good to see them and catch up with them. Also, update on my grandpa. He is currently back in the hospital. He should be able to get discharged tomorrow, I think. He had to go back in because where they did the surgery was getting infected, so they had to go back in. But when they opened it back up, it wasn't as bad as they originally thought, which is good, but it's just taken him a while to get over this infection. So continue to pray for his recovery and his mental health as well, because I think it's starting to bother him that he can't get around as good as he could a couple weeks ago. So just still continue to pray for him, but he is doing good. Still positive news with that. And I think that is all. But yeah, thanks for watching. As always, any questions, comments, whatever, put them down in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.